So I thought I would test it, but I thought I haven't promoted this yet, so no one's going to hop on. And people hop on. This is fantastic. And Manny, I was just reading one of your replies right now. So I'm just going to do a quick live if anyone wants to chat about anything that's going on. I have my list for next week already. But I guess I could give you a little preview. I'm about to go on a run, so just saying a quick hi, see you. Oh, you're going on a run, Chris? Really? Oh, I wish I could do that. Well, not so fun fact. I can't run because I think I have a mild concussion. I took a very unfortunate, I had a very unfortunate, yeah, it is kind of a perfect morning. I was shoveling this morning. I took a hit to the head yesterday, a really bad one. So I think I couldn't run this morning, at all. But hey, so let me just talk about 4 things. Did you fall as well? So a couple things that I'm looking at right now and I want your opinions on it. And then I'm going to come back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm also now that Substack has this. Oh, you took the dogs out. Oh yeah, that will happen. That will happen. So a couple things I posted this morning, things that I was reading in the news, because I went to bed so early last night because of my head injury. I got up very early this morning and I was reading so many news clips. I just posted something I want to post it to Instagram, to TikTok, but I had noticed, I noticed that Erica Kirk was speaking. There's a New York Times event that a New York Times event that happens every year. So she was speaking at it. She actually closed out the session. And I noticed, and I don't know, and this is what I had just posted about it, is how different she looked. Not that that's the most important thing, but it was the Deal Book Summit, and she was being interviewed, and she was wearing like a sweater dress with like a cape sweater dress. Now capes are clearly like en trend right now. But what she was wearing was so interesting, and it's so different from all the bling. So I posted it quickly to TikTok. I didn't even put it on Instagram yet, but some of the comments that I got on it, because I had asked one, let me see what some people are saying. I wanted to know what her rings were, because I know they're letters, but I could never ever figure out what they were. And someone said Dolce & Gabbana, and that can't be true, is it? Can someone confirm that for me? The rings that Erica Kirk wears, it can't be Dolce & Gabbana. It can't be. Does someone want to give me your opinion on that? So that's one thing. And someone else said she's dressing to become the VP's wife. Oh. And speaking of VP's wife, we talked about this on one of our members only lives. The Usha Vance, how she didn't wear her wedding ring when she was with Melania, with the troops, visiting the troops. She wasn't wearing it again. It's giving Tammy Faye Baker. We already talked about that in our live. We were already all over it. Man, she's in the first lady testing phase. Do you think so? Oh, she's dressing like a first lady. Yes, she is. But did you see the report Donald Trump said in that cabinet meeting? I don't know how many of you, I do not know how many of you watched that cabinet meeting live. I happen to watch it live because I was watching Greg's newscast and I kept it on. And so it had the live cabinet. And I thought, well, I've never watched a cabinet meeting before. And I'm sitting there looking, and Donald Trump was falling asleep through the whole thing, which you all know now. But I was watching that live going, am I crazy? But is he falling asleep? But also that when he was talking about Tim Walz and Kamala Harris, that he was like conflating who the candidate was. But he said there's an incompetent guy versus an incompetent guy. And he met Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, who was the VP candidate. But he was referring to JD Vance, who was sitting across from Laura. Erica Kirk wears large gold rings on nearly every finger. Yes, she does. But she's not at the New York Times Book Summit. She's not. These rings often feature engraved, oh, her children should never, never, ever believe what you read on TikTok. GM alongside Charlie Kirk's wedding ring. Gigi and Mac. Oh, you know what? That makes sense. And deep in my hurt brain, I think I knew that a long time ago, but I didn't know that. Thank you. Okay. Oh no, here we go. Thank you. Oh. Oh, and also someone told me, thank you, TikTok. These pants, this is what, so I compared what she was wearing in the New York Times during the New York Times interview. I compared to her interview with Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly, who looks like now who she could star. She could be in the movie Wicked for good. If you know if you're tracking what I'm saying there. But these were the pants that Erica Kirk was wearing. And she had all her bling and she had all the black and everything. So she was dressing. And so I was saying in my post that she's dressing for two very different audiences. Like the Venn diagram is so narrow. These pants with Megyn Kelly, well, actually, I'll show you because I ever had the photo when I was doing the screenshot. Because we do things, we see this photo right here. So that's Megyn Kelly. So she has the lace pants, which, you know, it's cute. I'm not gonna diss her taste at all, but it's a very, very different look than that look. It's a very, very different look. It's very, very different. So she's the New York Times audience, and then her Christian, conservative, kind of prosperity gospel-esque, where material wealth means divine, what's the word in my head? Divine acceptance, you know, that type of a thing. Oh, hey, Reitz. Thank you for, Reach sent me a text today saying that the astronomer ad. Oh, I know what I'm going to ask you, even though I'm all over. So anyone who's just joining me right now, I'm hopping on because I was just eating lunch and I got a Substack note saying that they have live desktop video, which is fantastic because for my lives on Substack, I always have to do it on my phone, which is crazy annoying. So I'm just hopping on just to test it out. And it seems to be going well because now I see all the comments on the side there. Oh God, I've already lost it in my head. Oh, I know what it is. So here's my question for you. Here's my question. And I want everyone to chime in if you could. I need your help. I was asked recently to appear on a fairly big podcast, a video podcast, and I turned it down. One, just, you know, but also it's the same topic that I do every year, which is the top kind of PR ding dong moments of the year of 2025. So I am compiling my list, but I would love to know what everyone else thinks. I have what I'm kind of leaning for is maybe to do more kind of like this type of thing for people like on the list. So I could do, can we come up with 10 people who went up in the ratings and 10 people who went down reputation wise? So does anyone have any thoughts on reputation? So for example, and it will be, I want to say politically agnostic, but that's hard. But for example, it's the first week of December. I would say that Pete Hegseth has had a bad 2025, even though he is the Secretary of War, which that would make, hey, that's great. But he's having a rough go reputation wise, like Signalgate. And now what's happening, what just came out, I posted this morning, they are tightening the screws on Pete Hegseth. And in my email, I send out a weekly email, and I had said, and in my watch list. So everyone, you know, if you're a subscriber, you're in the members only, I'm sending out a Monday watch list. Like these are the stories that I'm watching this week. And the Pete Hegseth story, I'm loving these answers here. The Pete Hegseth story is something that I'm watching because we all heard about the Venezuelan boats And we heard that, that Pete Hegseth is like a kill order type of a guy, especially if you saw him on South Park recently. Um, so well, we don't know, but it's kind of all over it. But then Donald Trump is in a press gaggle on Sunday, and that's coming out on Monday, where he said, "Oh yeah, he's like he's defending it, like so he's backing up Pete Hegseth, but also setting up, and I could be wrong, but setting up a tripwire." So Pete Hegseth is on my list. Kate. Oh yeah. So okay, South Park. Okay, I'm already loving this. I'm already loving your ideas here. South Park is on my list too. Just the brand South Park. You're right. They are killing it, crushing it. Blake, blah, blah, blah. You are right. And again, I will mention this now. We are doing a live. We are so busy on December 17th. So you're going to have to join me all day on December 17th because we're doing a live at like 11, I think. And then I'm doing a 1 hour session where it's members only, but this is where I do, because I want to do strategic comms training, because not everything could be kind of headliney pop culture-y, but I use a case study that I'm pulling out from the news. So the case study that I'm looking at, because I received the book from Simon & Schuster, is RFK Jr. And the reason why I'm choosing him is because he's just in a pinch right now. And so really the strategic theme of it's not RFK, but if you work for someone and if you work in an industry that doesn't want to tell the truth, like right now I'm prepping because I'm going to be a moderator next Tuesday. I'm traveling to warm weather, which is fantastic. And I was just finalizing all my questions and how I'm going to ask it. But there were some, and in my research, this industry that I'm doing this for had a massive rep problem, back like 7 years ago or so. So I want to kind of pull out these lessons, but in part of the reputational blow up was because no one wants to answer anything. So RFK, his wife, Cheryl Hines, had a book come out. So she has to go out and do damage control. He's not saying anything. And then Olivia Nuzzi comes out with this book. And even I read the first page of the book, and it's the politician and it's him talking about how they could get married. Zing. Now, Olivia Nuzzi is someone else we could go like this on too. But anyway, that training is going to be what do you do when you can't say the truth? I'm also going to pull in Muckrack because I use Muckrack, but if you happen to have access to your own PR tool, media monitoring tool, if you work in comms, you can use that. But I'm going to run kind of the numbers. So that's on December 17th. And then that evening, Dr. Abby is going to join me at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going to do a deep dive on Blake Lively. This is a long way of saying for Kate, we're doing Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Justin Baldoni. We're doing a 1 year roundup because it was a year ago December. And when I say there's sometimes I call things, sometimes I'm behind things, sometimes I don't even bother commenting on, but if there's one thing that I called, and it was a year ago, and it was a Friday, and my daughter Quinn said, "Mom, did you know that Blake Lively filed a lawsuit?" I went, "What?" And I stopped what I was doing. I went, "Excuse me? Tell me what that is." And then I immediately went boom, with my camera. And as Quinn was telling me that what the civil lawsuit was about, I went, "That is a reputational move." And she brought the New York Times in. Oh, reputationally too, like Megan Twohey, who was part of putting out the Me Too movement, everything with Harvey Weinstein. I think New York Times and those two women lost so much legitimacy. Kate, Tatiana Schlossberg is a winner. Yes. Laura, Mondani appearance with Trump. Yeah, you're right. I watched Mondani with Heather Cox Richardson, popped up at lunch. Again, they did a live together. Smart. Manny, Jimmy Kimmel. Not only Jimmy Kimmel coming out of, that's a great one, coming out of, my head coming out of what happened with Trump and being canceled when his band leader died, and he came out emotional like that. It really showed him in the right place. American Eagle. Oh, Dory, American Eagle, Sydney Sweeney. Gosh, I don't know. We could have our opinion. But I think I'm gonna have to run numbers on all of it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll run the numbers because American Eagle, the press that they got off of that was incredible. It was incredible. So the numbers. So I got to run the numbers on it for American Eagle. I got to do this. But and Sydney Sweeney got a lot of mentions and that happened in August. It did because I counted the days because I was getting press calls. That story was a 2-week. I appeared on CNN Live on day 14 of that story, which is incredible. So great one. That's a really good one. So Sydney Sweeney, though, a lot of name recognition, but I bet if I look at the numbers, it's going to be negative. So thank you. How can I save this list? Any other one? Where do we put Erica Kirk? We got to put her like reputation. Because again, this won't be personal opinion, but like reputation. We got to put, right? Am I crazy? Does anyone else Gap as in the? Did they do better? Oh, Kate with CrowdStrike. Oh my gosh, Kate. When did that happen? That was the worst travel experience in my life. CrowdStrike, ATL for me. Wow. So Kate, just the fact that you remember CrowdStrike, does that mean that you were traveling when that happened? Because otherwise, would anyone remember that? Oh, Costco, you're going to say up, right? Man, you're going to say up because it seems like Costco is everywhere. Kate, no. CrowdStrike only happened in July? That can't be. That can't be. Was it? No. It feels like it was a year ago. No, because Biden was president. CrowdStrike outage. 2024. Oh, July 2024. I need 2025, but thank you. Oh, God, but no thank you for reminding me of it. God, that sucked. That was the worst. But hey, you know what? We all get a blur. And the only reason why I remember it's because it's 24 is because Biden was president. That's the only reason why I remember it. You could have convinced me right now that it happened in July. Target. Yeah, Target has lost. The bloom is off the road for Target. You're 100% right. So anyone else want to share winner loser reputation for 2025? And what always happens with these lists, people only remember the last 2 months, the last 3 months. So, but the beauty for me is this is a list that I can go back to because I have it on social media. That's the nice thing about it, because I can just go back to all my posts and I can just look and see all the things that I talked about. Meghan Markle. Let me see. I'm looking at Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, actually, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. And nod for you for calling him by his accurate name. Travis and Taylor. You're right. Right? We have to give him that. We have to. We could say all the officials involved in the Texas officials with the flooding with Camp Mystic, they were all on vacation and nobody responded to anything. I'm looking at that coming up. Tyler Perry. Who else? Karen Reed. Musk. I'm looking at the people who I talk about. Sean Combs. Oh, my hair was very short. Wow, my hair was very short. Bill Belichick. Pete Hegseth. That's March. Poppy founder. Oh, the whole Poppy thing. Andrew Cuomo. Oh, that's a great one. That's a great one. I was listening to my Greg because he's all tied into New York politics, but I was listening to a podcast from Andrew Cuomo's press guy and the spinning. If a podcast could be an inanimate object, it would be a yo-yo spinning. Yeah. Andrew Cuomo. Here's the Blake Lively. It's me talking about Blake Lively. Any other choice? Any other? So there's my year in review that I did in December. So I did that last year. Who else do we have? Liam Payne. Oh, Liam Payne. Garth Brooks. Oh, that's 2024. Loser. Mass State Police. Oh, okay. That's so funny that you said that because I was looking at Karen Reed and I thought, do we count Karen Reed? Proctor. Right. What was that? Michael Proctor. You're right. Maybe too local. I don't know. Karen Reed is awfully universal. Oh my gosh. Can I save this list? Will it allow me? I guess it does. I guess I can do a quick copy and paste. You guys, I really, really appreciate it. Okay. So, but I made a list this morning. Oh, let me do something new. Sorry to you guys to do this to you. Of things I was looking at today. And one thing I'd mentioned that Newark in New Jersey was named the worst airport. That was one. Two was Pete Hegseth putting the screws of pig. There's a massive cheese recall from a company. And if you want to Google it, the amount of brands that they had in there it was enormous. And Michael Dell with his $4 billion donation to all these kind of Trump causes. His wife, Susan, I wrote his gained 6.25 opinions on her mega makeover. So bad. All right, you guys. Kristen Chenoweth. I love that. Gavin Newsom. Where do we put him? He definitely put himself in the spotlight, didn't he? Like, I'd give him a thumbs up, but he's almost like too political. I almost feel like I'm not going to use Trump or Democratic candidates, I think, because then it's political, right? We need to be as agnostic as possible. But cabinet members and other politicians like Tim Walz, actually, I'll put him on the list. He's getting hit right now. The Bear Cup, Kate, I don't know what that is. Starbucks Bear Cup. Starbucks had a couple glitches this year. I don't remember the Bear Cup. I don't think I know Bear Cup. Joy Ann Reid firing. First big firing in the media purges. Free to now speak her mind, Post Network Cable News. I do remember that. I remember the big firing, but I think for Joy's sake, it needed to be bigger. You know what I mean? Like for people to feel it. Sydney Sweeney, big loser. Beyonce and Jay-Z. Going back in time, I'm going to put the thumbs up on them. That's a good one, actually. I got to add this. I got to add Beyonce in there. And here's the reason why. Because do you remember when Jay-Z was involved in all those lawsuits? The whole Diddy thing? And he just skated right by. I can't go too deep into it because I'm a little close client-wise, so I can't talk too much on it, but that's a good one. Those two dodged it. Those two dodged the Diddy bullet. Oh, Blue Origin. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's such a good one. We'll just call it every single person on that rocket. And can we even call it a rocket ship? It's like a bus. Oh my God, that is so good. And then Beyonce did the halftime show. I think Beyonce's a good one. I'm going to tell you, I think that's a good one. Beyonce's a developing story. Interesting. Oh, Kate! Kellogg's for dinner! But that's not 25. It's not 25, and here's the reason why. I filmed a post about it I was driving in New York, and I was at a Starbucks parking lot in Littleton, and when I filmed it, and I don't think that was 25. Campbell's soup. Oh God, you guys are great. Bezos wedding. I don't even know what to say about that. Oh, did you mean Campbell's soup and not Kellogg's? Yeah, I think Kellogg's was 24. But Campbell's soup is Kellogg's cereal ran so Campbell's soup could walk. That's a good one. You hit your head this week too. No, hey, there's so many things. Drake. Oh, Drake. You guys are so good. Kendrick Lamar. That is so good. He crawled into obscurity, and you are bringing that back from February, first week of February. I love it. Oh, sorry. Mel Robbins. I don't even, God, I am, we're going to do a Mel Robbins. This is a members only vault. What's said in the vault, in the vault. We are doing a Mel Robbins deep dive so I can rant. It's going to be members only. Kind of stays in the vault. But I have been holding on to Mel Robbins for ages. But I don't want to go public because I don't want to look like that type of woman who wears these glasses and goes after someone who's kind of in the same area, if you will. I mean, geographically, even though now she lives in Vermont. But I am so over. I haven't even been over Mel Robbins. Can't be under Mel Robbins. Under her spell, I guess. I was in Barnes & Noble the other day buying books, and just to see her bullshit up in the front, it makes me insane. She is the worst. Mel Robbins' vault is necessary. Yes, I know. But thank you, Ashley, for bringing it up. We are going to do a whole section on Mel Robbins. I guess we have to put her in there. Maybe I should do like a special category for... Even though the reputation, even though the sentiment elsewhere says it's positive, this is who I say is negative. I might have to do that. Okay. How about the comment that may not be a comment? I can't remember the name. I don't know that. I don't know that one. What's the comment? Okay, you guys. Okay, I have 2 more minutes. You guys, anyone else want to add anything? I cannot thank you guys enough for this list. Who did you added Bezos? Did I get Bezos? Yeah. Oh my God, such a good list. You went back to Drake because you went back to winter, early winter. Oh, it's going to be bad. I think I'm going to put Susan Dell in there. I don't want to talk about any woman's appearance, but that's just an example where a $6 billion donation got overshadowed by a mega makeover. Maybe mega makeovers. That's what I'll do. I won't say Susan Dell. I'll just say mega makeovers. And I'm going to put it in my big list. Oh, Patti LuPone, Mary. Love that. See, this is what I need. God, I love Patti LuPone. Do you remember her in dun, 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 Obladi Oblada? Life Goes On. Remember Life Goes On? Oh yeah, we got Kendrick Lamar. Oh yeah. So I guess we could do this. We could do Kendrick with Drake like that. I like it. You guys are the best. Okay. I'm going to let you guys carry on with your day. I just wanted to try the desktop version of Substack. I am so happy they have this. And yeah, Taylor Swift, even though I'm a little bit over it, I'm sorry. But, yeah, Taylor and Travis, and then maybe we'll do, like, our number 1, who we think is number 1, we'll put it out there. Kate, I'm glad this was a great break in your day. It was mine too, because 'cause I'm so deep in the work right now, and I kinda needed this respite, and you guys totally made this cool, so thank you so much. I really appreciate your help in this list. It's amazing. Oh, you know what we should do? No, I won't do it. I won't do it this week. I'm gonna do it next. Oh god, let me do it real quick. Make sure you guys are here, and then I'll tell you about it. The 12th. N Next Friday, December 12th at noon, we are going to do our top list. I'm gonna reveal works great better than the phone. I totally agree. I'm gonna reveal my top. Should we do 12 days? Should we do 12? No, that's Christmas. Okay, I'm gonna do my top, and so the PR hits and misses for the year, and we're gonna do it on December 12th, 12. Okay? I'm gonna give out my list, and then you guys are gonna give me your list. Okay? Oh, you guys are the best. All right, everyone. 12 days of reputation. I'm gonna play around with this. I'm gonna play around with this. Because do we wanna do 12 days? I could do 12 different posts, right? I could do that. And I'll kick it off next Friday. It's a great idea. That's a good idea. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. This was so much fun jumping in like this. I think I'll do another post where I'll ask people. I think I'll do a note and I'll ask people, but you guys are the best. All right, everybody, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. So I hope you can join me this Friday, tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where we will continue our list on the desktop. Bye for now. We are going to do 1 up, 1 down, 12 days of reputation.